Ooh, there we go. Can you guys hear me out there? So, this is the first time I'm trying to use my big camera for the live stream. Hopefully, this looks a little bit better. Normally, I've always used my phone for these. So, I hope you guys can hear me out there. Uh, if you're watching, definitely hit the like button and all that. This just looks different on this. I've got myself staring at me in two different places, I guess. So we've got some packages here. This one I knew was coming, so I'm really excited to open this one. But we're probably going to save that one for last. We do have three other packages here, and we're going to give this thing a shot, guys. So I saw this on a video from Outlaw today, and he tried this, and I had no idea it existed. So I'm sure you guys, most of you have probably heard of Twisted Tea. It's just like a malt. I don't know. Usually get in a tall boy, but they have made a whiskey. So I'm going to give that a shot. I do have some ice in here, so why don't we pour ourselves a drink and hang out for a bit. Yeah, it does look tasty, Justin. I do have some lemonade in here also, so we might try to mix in some lemonade in there, but we'll see how that goes. Pammy, you've been looking for cassettes, but the only ones you found are old lady music. I have looked at a lot of cassettes lately, and it's been hard to find anything that I really want to buy. Like they had some tapes. I probably listen to stuff that's entirely different than you do, but they had Tool on tape. It was like an original unopened tape, and they wanted like $40 for it. Everything I bought is used, and I think the most I paid for one is $7. But I think it's cool that the tape deck in there still works. All right, so we'll give this a shot. Take everything you know about whiskey and toss it out the window. Made with real brewed tea, we took the same great taste of a Twisted Tea hard iced tea and reimagined it as a sweet and smooth flavored spirit with hints of lemon. Enjoy it straight up as a shot or add it to your favorite mixer. We don't judge. Correct. And it is 65 proof. I'm not going to do a lot of this. I'm not a liquor guy, so that's a good amount. Cheers, y'all. We'll give this a whirl. Minecraft PE guy, Dad says it tastes like Southern Comfort. So I've had some sweet tea moonshine that I got on a recent motorcycle trip, or that's probably been 2 years ago now. But Nick's WX forecast and randomness. Beer money. Cheers to the next adventure. Loving the van. Gonna be a hot next few weeks. Yes, it is. Cheers. Thanks for the donation. Let's give this a whirl. It definitely has a tea smell. It's just like, it smells kind of like the straight up Twisted Tea. Not bad at all. And it doesn't have a terrible bite. Like, if you're comparing that to something like Jack Daniels, this is super smooth. Corey Doyle, cheers. What's up, Marcy? Thanks for the donation. Yeah, that's a really smooth whiskey. It's not very strong, but if you guys can find this, give it a shot. I didn't know it existed until today. Jeff, add a jalapeno to it? I don't think so. A jalapeno? Pammy? Wow, yeah, no, don't do that. So what I'm going to do, for the time being, I'll leave the tape deck in there. I might upgrade the speakers. It's only got 4 of them and they kind of sound terrible, but that's also kind of the cool allure of it. It's like the old school stuff. But they make the adapters, like for back in the day when you used to have the cassette adapter for like your CD player and stuff like that. Now they just make one that plugs into your 12-volt outlet. You Bluetooth to that, and then it transmits to the radio. So I'll still be able to use my phone. I haven't went and got one of those yet. You can pick them up at Best Buy for like $30. So I'm going to go grab one of those. But so I'm not trying to get crazy on stuff. Plus, there's a possibility if a tape were to sit in the van that it would ruin the tape. So L Skywalker truck update. Nothing as of now. It's just sitting in the driveway. The plan on that is to get it back up and running starting in September. So we'll go through August with the truck or with the van, and I need to get dang old bikes out and try a motorcycle trip and do some of that. But I've been working on the van. I was hoping to have a van video out today. I got a couple more things done yesterday. I picked up a few more things for it. So the next video will be working on the van stuff, and then we'll be doing some camping. I'm gonna eventually meet up with the homie from California. If you guys watched the California trip, that was like 2 or 3 years ago at this point. I hung out at his house, and his dad took me to a car show, and we went hiking and all that stuff. Should be local this week, so we're gonna try to meet up since we haven't seen each other in a few years. But TTATV side pipes on the van, definitely. I feel like I definitely have to do the V8 swap first. So that's gonna be like I have some grand plans for the van. Should be able to get them all accomplished. So that would be really cool. Like I dig the boogie van style, not just like the straight up van life style. Like I don't know. I want to keep the inside kind of a retro, old school type vibe. So mine's yeah, we might do some shag. We might definitely do some shag. For right now, I'm gonna leave the interior basically as it is. I was able to figure out how to remove the top panels, so I did get the seat belts out. I guess I'm giving that away. Uh, so we're moving forward on that. One thing that I did notice that I did not mention in any of the video was the van, I believe, has actual rear air conditioning. You're still not going to be able to run it while the van is not on or anything. But the knob on the dashboard, I thought that was just like a recirculation thing, or it just pushed some air back there. But there's a in the side panel, there's a vent on the floor, and I took that off to look behind it and just look at everything. And that actually looks like it goes down into a condenser. And then I got under and I looked under the van and I realized there's a big box right there and there's some hoses running back and forth. So it must have actual rear AC, which is kind of cool. Thoughts by thoughts by Tree. The portable AC for camping. Yeah, so there's the battery ones. Like I think it's Zero Breeze, and there's another one that's on the market too. They're incredibly expensive, and I don't know if I feel like it would be worth it. Um, I think if I were going to try to do anything like that, I would buy one of those stand-up portable ones that you still have to run a hose out, but give that a whirl. Obviously, I would have to have that plugged in, but they're they're way, way, way cheaper to start with and see if it's going to even try to work. And two, I think my father-in-law might have one up at the farm that I can try out before I went and bought anything. So yeah, EcoFlu. Slither 615. Cheers. Thanks for the donation. What's up, Matt? Jason Travis, buy a high power fan at Home Depot. Yeah, I need to get a couple of fans to put in the windows. I might buy a DeWalt fan because I have DeWalt tool batteries. I think that would probably be the smartest thing to do as far as going rechargeable because I have 3 batteries. So I would be able to go out through that quite a bit, and then I could charge if I had something to plug into. Um, Eventually, I may add a roof vent, but first I need to find out if the thing fits in the garage for storage over the winter because that is not going to be driven in the winter. And I think it might be a tight fit. So any roof vent's going to add probably 3 inches when you get to the top of that bubble at a minimum. So we'll see. Animal Mother van mural. Some cool graphics probably. As far as a mural, since I have the big windows, it's kind of difficult. Like you could do something on the hood, but I don't think a mural on a van with windows like that looks right. Maybe something on the spare tire cover and the back door would be cool. We'll see, but probably just a restyle as far as graphics and stuff go. That's probably next year stuff, anyways. Victor, no, I'm not going to do any winter trips in the van. The thing is so clean underneath, and they pour so much salt on our roads here. Like I'd like to have that van for 30 years or 40 years. So driving it in the winters is not gonna happen. And we have the truck, and it's crusty from the winters, so we'll use that. JR, limo tint the side windows. So the slider windows are tinted. The other ones are not, but I'm also waiting on that because I would prefer to get the pop outs. And there's a junkyard around here that's supposed to have two vans sitting on the lot. I don't know if they're conversion vans or if they're going to have windows or if they're just straight cargo vans. So I need to go check those out. But preferably, I'd like to put pop outs on the back cargo doors and on the side. So you have to go buy the whole assembly. And you got to pull them or you got to pay for one on eBay or something because you can't buy them new, obviously. So I'm looking for that. Mick, why did I go with a short wheelbase? Because I think it's cooler. I don't know. I just think shorties are cool. I really wanted to get a windowless shorty, maybe one that had rear windows. I was looking at another one. It was a green 95. It was a straight up cargo van, nothing inside of it. It was in amazing condition, but it didn't have any back windows, no side windows. It was just a complete windowless van. But it didn't have air conditioning or cruise control, and kind of want that stuff. And I know that you could have added it on at some point, but I just opted for the white one. But that one was green. It would have been really nice. Taylor, we're not drinking no gravy tonight. Kathy, thank you. I appreciate it. The van is rad, dude. I'm so stoked to have that thing. Let's open this. Let's get started on one of these. We're saving the one I really want to open up for last. Just because I know what it is. Pretty sure this is like there's no, just says shipping department on the outside. TJ, what are my ideas for lighting in the van? Haven't really come up with anything solid yet. I just figured out how to get behind all the stuff on the ceiling to where I can run wires and hide wires. Need to figure out how I'm going to power it if I'm going to upgrade, because how I build out the interior of that thing is going to be like everything's going to be pretty tight in there. So I have to figure out sizes for different things. Like I love my blue cooler, but I think it might almost be too big for 90% of the trips that I take. And I got my little one down here, but there is a middle size, so I might go with a smaller cooler. I don't know if I want to go with anything like a 12-volt fridge, but all of that stuff is going to help determine lighting and things like that. Oh, this is cool. It's a Sasquatch receiver hitch cover for your bumper. Sasquatch with the flag. This definitely has to go on the van. I'm gonna get a hitch put on there. It doesn't have a receiver in the back right now, so we need to do that. But it's just gonna be a slow process. I gotta pay myself back for the money I spent on that. Put some money back in the bank before I start blowing my wad on everything else. No note or anything. Whoever sent this in, I appreciate that. That's really cool. I can only assume that's what it's for. It's got to be a hitch cover. I mean, there isn't even anything on here that says what it is. But yeah, we'll shove that in the van. We might have to run like a pin through it or something, if possible. I don't know. We'll see. That's cool. Apricot mango. We're sipping on a Twisted Tea whiskey. Just found out this existed today, and it's good. Yeah, that thing is cool. Set that down here, over here. We'll set it right there. I don't know if you guys can see that. You guys probably can't even see the lava lamp going back there. Victor, am I keeping all the original gear from the van as I modify? That's the goal. I don't like getting rid of that kind of stuff. One of the plans is to add at least one seat spinner, which is another thing I need to find in a junkyard. We're paying an exorbitant amount of money to buy one online, and they don't make new ones of those anymore that directly fit. Might just modify something new. But anyways, what was the question? I got completely lost on that one. I'm going to put a seat spinner on it. Oh, interior parts. Seat spinner. So the front passenger driver seat only had the armrest on the inside. And then the middle two seats had armrests on both sides. And all the seats are in great condition. So I think I'm going to try to move the seats that have dual armrests up to the front, especially if I get two spinners. So that way you have armrests, if everything will fit. But Grady, do I watch four-wheel drive 24/7? I'm sure I've watched the video on that channel. I recognize the name, but I don't watch it on a regular basis, no. I just recently started watching a channel just because of the van stuff, and the channel's fun, and they're doing cool stuff. Although I'll probably never four-wheel drive swap the van. It's called Swim Shop 4x4. Let me make sure that. I guess I can I'll drop a link to their channel just because I think it's a good one if you like van stuff. They've gone to some shows, but they sell a four-wheel drive conversion kit for my van. So if at some point in the future, maybe we do this company stuff, because it seems pretty good to me. Here's a link to that in the chat if you want to check out that channel. Support those guys. I think the channel's pretty cool. Ivan's a funny dude. He's a long-haired dude that like welds everything. We need to probably not go too hard on the whiskey. That goes down so smooth. So smooth. It's kind of dangerous, y'all. Like that's not even far off of regular twisted tea. This is like, how many? Triple or quadruple the strength easily, and tastes about the same. Joe, see, now you know what's going on. Station wagons are awesome. I cannot convince my wife to buy herself a station wagon for the life of me. Everything I try to tell her to buy is just something that I want for myself. She knows that very well. Adventures. Have I ever had Royal Crown Peach? No. We're not going to go very strong on this one. We're just going to see what it's like with some lemonade in it. Brian Waters. I've watched some of his videos. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on deer game.
Why are you giving me that stink eye? I'm still trying to get her to buy a new car, but it's a terrible idea anyways. Just so I can have the old one. That's probably way too much. This isn't an Arnold Palmer, because an Arnold Palmer is non-alcoholic, right? A drunk Arnold might be getting a little tipsy off of that first one. I don't drink liquor. Boy, I tell you what. Yeah, old school station wagon. Hell, even like a Caprice wagon would be cool. Something from that era. I'd love to have a station wagon. Big old land yacht. What you looking at over there? We can get that out of the way. This isn't an advertisement. That's good. Arnold Palmer it's just sweet tea and lemonade. What's a Shirley Temple?
Cherry.
Grenadine and something.
7-Up, maybe.
Grenadine and 7-Up. So yeah, so it's like a liquored up Arnold Palmer. Victor, what V8 swap am I thinking? I'm open to suggestion. I mean, LS swaps are common on these vans, and there's a lot of people that have done, and you can find YouTube videos, but I also think it would be kind of cool to go something more period correct, so to speak. I got a 383 or a 454 in it. 454 will fit. I've seen numerous videos with vans with 454s in them, so I don't know what I'm gonna put in it at this point. That's probably like over a year away. Maybe that's next winter's project. We'll see what happens. Unless I blow the thing up, you never know what'll happen. Yeah, she didn't like that. A 350 would bolt right in. So you could do, like, you could get a brand new crate motor for a pretty reasonable price. I think since mine is a V6, I have to get, there's one part of the motor mounts for the V8 that you can't buy aftermarket. So you have to pull those from a V8 van. But I have to do a little bit more research on that. And maybe somewhere in the LS world, somebody's actually making those now. But then I don't know if that would be a 350. But yeah, there are some simple stuff. And then, like, I haven't even read my codes, my build codes, to know exactly what, like, the rear end is. I know that it has a limited slip, so it must have a G80 if that's what they were calling it in 95. Charles, yeah, it's a 4.3 liter V6. Ideal Dives, is the fish on the wall saying no? That's a replica of one I caught. So that's a Nebraska master angler. There's my master angler certificate. There's a video on here of me catching it. Ice fishing down at the homie Mike's Lake. Victor, yeah, modern V8 would give decent gas mileage. Probably, like, depending on what your transmission and rear gear setup, you could get better, you know. But I think, you know, honestly, like 350 to 400 horsepower in that van is going to be plenty. Would be very fun, more than enough to get you in trouble. But we'll see what goes on with that. Like, yeah, that's farther out of my, I want to get the interior kind of figured out. Wheels, tires, stance. Maybe figure out the graphics package and things like that. And, you know, continue to go through everything. Like, I want to go through all the suspension components. Like, I'm just going to start replacing all of the wear items. Just try to keep that thing really, really nice. And I'm going to go to van ends and stuff like that. Instead of going to, like, Overland Expo, we're going to go to the van meets, the hippie beats. We're going to go check out all that stuff. Yeah. Let's open another package. So this one's an Amazon one. That probably has an address showing. This has got to be a magazine. Amazon fulfillment. Merlin Brando, you get like 16 on the highway. That's not bad. I'd love to see a 20 average, would be really nice. But on 87 on cheap gas, we've got the Cowboy Cookbook for Beginners. Chuck Pickett Johnson. The Cowboy Cookbook. We'll definitely give this a shot. Bless you. Ooh, there's a lot of 255 recipes in here. From cookies and everything. Let's see if there's a who sent it. Yes, there is. Enjoy your gift. Looking forward to whatever you decide to cook. Saw the hitch cover and thought of you. Keep on camping, from Velvet in North Carolina. Oh, so she must have sent the hitch thing too. Saw the hitch cover and thought of you. So they just sent it in two different boxes, I guess. I don't know. It's not on this, though. This just says the book. Well, thank you. Velvet. Oh, V. There you are. Appreciate it. Yeah. The breakfast with the beans. That's not it. Like, do you remember ever having baked beans for breakfast? I think that's like a UK European thing. It's normal to have beans with breakfast. Maybe you guys, one of you guys might actually be out there eating beans for breakfast right now. If you are, let me know. James, do some cast iron Dutch oven cooking. So I think I've tried it once or twice, but I don't have what's technically actually a Dutch oven. I think I just got a pot. So I've wanted to pick one up. That's one of the things that, like, going into this van, like, I'm probably not going to be carrying around the grill like I have in the Coleman grill, like I have in the truck. You know, I think I'll need to be more conscious of what I'm planning to cook instead of just, because I'm going to need to know what I'm going to have with me instead of just going to the grocery store and being able to buy whatever I want, because I've got, you know, multiple pots and pans and things like that to cook whatever I want, always chilling in the truck. So it's going to be different. Campfire beans with breakfast. Yeah, I can't say I've ever had beans for breakfast. Maybe we'll have to give that a shot. Ideal Knives, the wife hates your Dutch ovens. Oh. That one went right over my head. This is so good, dude.
I was immediately thinking, I'm not going to complain if he wants to cook for me.
Nope, they're talking about farts.
I don't care for that either.
No. Missed one. Just had baked beans for breakfast. Yeah, it's not like, I don't think it's an American thing. There's probably places you go, like I bet Cracker Barrel has it. I bet they'll give you baked beans for breakfast. I mean, they serve breakfast all day. You can get whatever side you want. So you can get baked beans for breakfast there. Brown sugar bacon. Yeah, that sounds tasty. Now I'm getting hungry. Victor, roof storage on the van. I got to figure out clearance and garage space before I add anything to the roof. And I don't really want to be driving around with stuff hanging off like I do have, like I've got on the truck. But I said that in the beginning with the truck too. I don't want any of this stuff. And then I'm driving around with all this junk up there. So we're going to try to keep the van a bit more clean since we've got 2 rigs once that's running in a month or so. I'm not going to make the bed of my truck into a trailer. The truck's, it just needs motor work. We're just waiting on it. Baked beans and hot dogs. Oh, yeah. That's just like hot dogs at camp. Well, that's what I had in the last camping video were some weenies. Like, that's my go-to. You don't need, basically nothing to cook. You don't need paper towel. Like, you don't need anything. You just need a bun and a stick. So it's the easiest way to do it. Kelsey, do more sushi. I need to make my own sushi, and I think we talked about that on the last live stream. I haven't had sushi in a while. My wife's not a sushi. Well, you'll eat like a California roll now, but that's about it. Taylor, we're not going that route. Not on this channel. Gunner, your solar light's in the truck at this point. So maybe in a month, 2 months. Sam. Oh my God. Too many beans will bring the sky raisins. Dude, I have never heard sky raisins before. I was dying. Oh, but that dog, and I don't know if we got any of it on at least not on what I put out. I've probably got it in like my extended cut stuff and all my other content, but I have never heard anybody call flies sky raisins. And the dog would just, like, he'd just be chilling, and all of a sudden he'd jump at one and he'd try to get. And I think he was really actually catching some of them. It was hilarious. Travis is such a good dude. Wasps or jalapeno flavored sky raisins. Oh my God, jalapeno sky raisins. Oh, that's great. That is great. Oh man. Ceiling fan flyer. How's the Honda doing? Good. I went over and rode it a couple of days ago. I didn't film any of that. We just jammed around. We were riding for a while. It was, if you watched Greg's, probably his last video where he was working on like some heater valve on his brother's one of his brother's expeditions or something. I was over there then, and we went riding around, and Barrett, his son, like he turned the. I was following him. Greg was behind me. He turned the corner and just like stopped immediately, and I about completely took him out. We both went down, but like I was stopped. I like stopped right at his tire and just kind of like grabbed him like this, and we both went down really slow. It was really funny. Uh, I guess he's done it to Greg a few times, so he's got to learn not to. Like I told him, I was like, dude, you got to pull over on a straight and stop. Pull over to the side. You can't just stop when somebody's like 5 feet behind you. We were rallying pretty good, and we were letting him lead. And I bent my shift peg back a little bit, so I definitely need to get a new shift peg for that one that folds, and I've got to get the shift shaft lever brace. I'd like to get a whole cradle for it because Greg's got they built a little hump, and I was getting air off of it. So maybe in a future video, you'll see me doing pit bike jumps, but I need to do some mods to that. I definitely need the heavy suspension. It's all money that I don't have to spend right now, and the van needs work. So that'll be another slow project. But yeah, Jay, I wasn't filming. We were just out having a good time. And it was funny. Like we were all laughing about it because it was like the whole thing happened in slow motion. I was almost stopped. But I grabbed full front brake and I started to go up. So I just like did this instead of nailing him, and I let go everything and I hit like right at his back tire. It was very, very funny. Miles, have I ever been to Hayworth Park in Bellevue? I don't believe so. Let me check my maps. Oh yeah, I've been there. I've never camped there. I don't think I would want to camp there. It's cool because it's right on the river. I've driven through there and I've looked at all that stuff. Not my doesn't look like my kind of spot. There's plenty of places on the river where you're not like sitting right there, directly off Omaha and off it. Although seeing the planes coming in and out of off it would be cool potentially, but yeah, that's a little too city vibe for me. Whole chicken with chicken. Sam, thanks, man. I'm excited about the van too. It's basically like if I haven't been tinkering with the van or camping or filming a video, I'm watching van videos, and not van life videos. Like I'm watching stuff from the Van Nats. There's a couple channels where the guy does basically just walk arounds of other people's vans, and they're all like it's all boogie van stuff. Grandmaster Jetta, I feel like you know the answer to that, but maybe you don't. He definitely does talk. We put him up pretty much at every live stream. I suppose we could play with Ted a little bit. These like 2 double shots of whiskey have got me feeling pretty good right now. Probably not even a double shot, I'm guessing. Come on, buddy. He's got the Bigfoot hat on. I shouldn't be grabbing his junk.
Oh, fuck that. It's been 4 years, Johnny. You and me have been together for 27 years. Where's my ring? Huh? Where's my ring, asshole? Where's my ring, motherfucker? Put it on my fuzzy finger, you fuck. Come on.
I think he says 5 different things.
Yeah, I mean, when you showed me up, you put some of the stuff in the wrong places, so I'm a little fucked up. But will you take care of me forever and ever? Nah, I'm just kidding you. I thought it'd be funny if you thought I was fucking retarded.
Oh, Ted.
You ever hear a Boston girl have an orgasm? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Had it. Oh, God, that was so good. Now I'm going to stuff my fucking face with Pepperidge Farm. Well, you never should have trusted me. I'm on drugs.
I think that's the last one.
I'll sing the thunder song.
No.
When you hear the sound of thunder, don't you get too scared. Just grab your thunder body and say these magic words. Fuck you, thunder. You can suck my dick. You can't get me thunder because you
Just got spots. Oh, this was sent in for the live stream. If you guys didn't see the live stream where I came out in a Ted costume, Greg was here. That I don't remember which one that was, but there's a live stream where I in the very ending I'm wearing a Ted outfit. And then this was somebody sent this in after that. Ted is like
surprising Greg.
Yes, Ted is great. And now Greg's got the Ted costume, but I think he wore it last year on Halloween when he went trick-or-treating with his boys. I'll drop that other hat on the ground. Gold Turtle. Ted should be my mascot when I go camping. As funny as it is, and as funny as it would be for a video, I also don't want to be the weird dude driving around with the teddy bear in my vehicle, just chilling. That's like, especially with the van, that is not what you want to be doing. All right. This stuff is great. I'm not going to drink any more of that. But I would highly, like, if you like twisted tea at all, or if you're a sweet tea kind of person, like this, it's good. And it's like, I think it's like $17 a bottle, so it's not expensive. Shotgun. I do have 2 cervezas in here. Maybe we'll shotgun towards the end of the live. But we're just going to sip on this one for now. Don't have the booth cup down here. And that won't close. Here, Ted, guard my whiskey. Don't let my wife steal any of it. My wife won't drink liquor, so. Sam, Ted deserves a spot in the van. Yeah. Oh, man. Thing is, like, if you took him to an event and people found out it actually talked like that, I think it might come up missing. I've never knew those things existed like that, so it's cool. We'll shotgun a beer before the end of the live stream. Let me sip this one though. I don't. I think is the booth cup upstairs. Can you get me the booth cup? It's just Coors Light. We don't need the cup. We don't need no stinking cup right now. Gold Turtle. I suppose I could take him on like one cool adventure, but I'm not just driving around with a teddy bear in my van all the time. Slap Doctor. Need to put free tools on it and drive around. These days you put free Wi-Fi. That's how you lure everybody in. One cool trip. We might take him on a trip, I suppose. Mainly free. That sounds like something that would be in the movie, to be honest with you. All right. Let's open up another one. And then we'll get to this one that's I'm excited about it. Some of you guys might be like, what? All right. So this is a personal package. This was sent in by I don't know if it's Joan or Joanne. I think it's Joan. Joan K out of Virginia. I think it's Joan. We'll open this side though, just so I don't show the address. Cabin life. Who can shotgun me or the wife? Who can shotgun faster? I don't think I could even convince my wife to shotgun it. Like maybe a Dr. Pepper, but
maybe like a
wine cooler.
Wine cooler.
Honestly, now you got to do it because I want to see this. Because she's probably. Have you ever shotgunned a?
No.
Never. She's never done it in her life.
I don't think do they even have wine coolers and cans?
Well, wine coolers now are basically just all your fizzy TV static.
There is a difference.
I'm sure they still make wine coolers.
When Kevin had those White Claws here, I did not like the White Claws.
I'm not a White Claw guy either.
I like the, what is it? they've got like strawberry and
Mike's Hard Lemonade. Maybe we'll get her to do a Mike's Hard Lemonade. Laura, how's Kelvin doing? He's good. I was messaging him the other day. I tried to con him into going to the junkyard with me, but he was busy this weekend. All right, let's get this stuff. I don't know if that's packing material. Oh, is this? No, this is two different packages. I want to get to the note first. Ooh, that's a long one. All right. Mike, I'd like to send you a belated congratulations on your 95K plus viewers. Belated, we're not quite there yet, but we might hit 95 this week, and I may be away from Wi-Fi this week, so I chose to do this tonight. But secondly, I enjoy watching your videos because of the camping, and you like to highlight the people that work on your stuff. Yeah, you always got to shout out the homies, especially when they're like, yeah, come use the lift, you know, just use it. Like, all right, you don't got to threaten me with a good time. I also like the fact that you're doing the videos on your own. Backstory, I'm the person that sent you the hot sauce in the hand grenade, which I haven't even tried yet. When you opened the package and raved about the hot sauce bottle, it blew me away. Also, that was the same night you ate the hot gum and I lost it. The wife and I almost pissed ourselves laughing at how you reacted. Oh man, I almost forgot about that. It's like a traumatic memory I don't want to bring back. If you guys...
It's the night you vomited, isn't it?
I threw up on the live, yeah. Off camera, but somebody sent in some gum. So if you missed that one, you'll have to go back through. But all right, where are we at? I'm sorry to say it, but that was so funny. Just to let you know, I'm sending you a complete dinner of mashed potatoes, beef and gravy, hatch green chilies, mac and cheese, and an astronaut ice cream bar. I also included 2 bottles of Dunkin' iced coffees because I saw that you at one time were on a Dunkin' kick. Love the Dunkin'. I hope you enjoy all this stuff and keep on keeping on. Saw the videos on the van and it is looking good. I owned a 79 Ford E150 extended van and did some mods so I can camp in it and loved it. Just saying. And this is from VNR. So this says John. So it's from him and his wife. P.S. I know you said that you'll trade a plate for a plate, and I'm including a Virginia plate that says Jersey Girl, Jersey Gur. We'll check it out. And I would like to know if you want to trade for it. I think the plate is a New Mexico Navy vet. I am a Navy vet. If you're talking about that Navy vet plate, that was given to me, so I can't give that one away. Sorry, but I got plates out in the garage that I can give to you. Well, let's get into this here. I'm pretty sure this is just a packaging thing, but so we've got hatch green chili mac and cheese. That sounds incredibly tasty. Mashed potatoes and gravy with beef. And Backpacker's Pantry. I think I may have had a Backpacker's Pantry meal before. We'll see about that. We've got a couple of Dunkin' in here. Bada bing, bada boom. Love me some Dunkin'. And the license plate. Jersey Girl 2. And a return address.
Virginia?
Yeah, that's cool. Sorry I can't send you the Navy vet one. Yeah, that one was given to me by another viewer of the channel. I'm not in the Navy, or nor have I been in any military stuff. Thank you for the products. We'll definitely give this a try. That does sound really good together. We'll have to use these on like a bike trip or something where space is important. And gotta make sure I put the license plate on top so if I remember to send one back out. Why don't we open this? I'm pretty sure this is just packaging. I was wrong. That's the ice cream bar. I'm glad I didn't throw that away. Astronaut freeze-dried ice cream. All right. Appreciate it. I'll get a plate out to you. I think there might be a plate in here also, so we might have a couple to send out. Hope everybody that's sent one, that I've sent one back to, has gotten theirs. Put the note down there with it. All right. What's going on in the comments over here? Gamer Girl 36, have a good time camping. Dependent and free. No, we still have the truck. Just needs fixed. We'll have multiple vehicles to use at that point. But it'll be a month or so, probably a couple months before we get the truck back. Sir Sasquatch, what's up? Gold Turtle, spooky Halloween vids would be awesome. I've got a couple of good ideas for those coming up this year. We'll see what we can get done. I don't think I did a Halloween video last year. Well, I did one that was kind of something, didn't I? Maybe not. I don't think I've ever done a Halloween-ish video. Ugh. Eddie, my wife doesn't want to be on camera. Not everybody wants to be in front of the camera, I guess, which I can fully understand. Lamar C, what's my favorite license plate? There's a video of my entire license plate collection on the channel. I guess minus some of the few that I've gotten recently, but I've got an old double set of, like, I think they're Nebraska. They might be Iowa. Pretty sure they're Nebraska. I've got both plates. They're in great condition. They're from, I think, 1926. It might be my oldest set. And then, obviously, the cool ones, the custom ones that people have given me. I've got a couple out in the garage that were given to me. One that, God, what does it say on it? Oh, the homie Tripp's wife. I got one from her that says Rifle Chick. She was on the rifle team at the local college. She can shoot a gun really well, and she had plates that said Rifle Chick. I think that one's pretty cool. Joanne Turner, what's Lady Quady's hobbies? She's kind of working on something right now, I think.
I'm just filing your van stuff.
Oh,
away.
no. She's filing away my band paperwork. She does crafts. I don't know, cards. She likes making her own cards.
Crafts.
Just crafts stuff.
Quilts.
She makes quilts, really good quilts. She won an award with one she made for me that you guys have never seen that. Definitely, I wouldn't put that in a vehicle. It's hanging up in our bedroom, actually. It's got a bunch of skulls on it, of course, but it's pretty cool. Victor, does your wife like the van or lean toward the truck? Pretty sure you already said you didn't want to ever camp in the van. I think I convinced her.
That. The van is not my, like.
She's moved on to just let's rent a cabin or a hotel room more than anything.
Or a camper, like an actual.
A big camper.
There's a table, you could sit down if it's nice, if it's that nice outside. A nice bed. Yeah,
full size bed. Like a
maybe
big,
one day
bed.
We'll have that for when I go.
For now, we started in the truck together.
Yeah, I didn't mind the truck. It's just I also don't want to go as often as you do. And I don't. I think anybody who wants to camp when it's this hot out is crazy.
Now it's rough.
When you're camping in your videos and there's a literal sweat running off your nose, and people in the comments are even asking if you're enjoying.
Well, half of that's probably because I'm eating spicy food, but
no,
I can enjoy
I'm talking about hot.
It doesn't bother me. Like the heat, if you're just chilling, like I can just sit there and be sweaty, and it doesn't really bother me. Like it would drive her crazy.
It annoys the crap out of me. I'd rather go on like our first our first truck trip was in Montana in October, and that was the first night was cold.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, once we got a little bit more, we went to Walmart and got more blankets. Once we got more blankets, it was perfect. It was a really good trip. Mm-hmm. But in the middle of July, no,
it's warm out now. Victor says, hey, at least she still wants to hang out with you. Well, that's one of the benefits of going camping is that we're away from each other at times too.
I do like my time alone.
It's nice to have your time alone.
Yeah.
Karen, why don't I put what was her bed for the truck in the van for me to use? It's not tall enough. The wheel well on the inside of the van is a little taller. I mean, I haven't tried to shove it in there, but I don't believe it would fit. And that's not what I want to do as far as the van build goes anyway. Making Magic TV. Cheers, man. Yeah, we'll have to Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever this. We'll get her done. Catch some fish, hopefully.
You left already?
Yeah, he's in Salt Lake City. Edward, when's my next trip to the west? I couldn't tell you. I want to go east. Lamar C, what's my favorite national park to camp at? I can't tell you if we've slept in Yellowstone.
Yellowstone Glacier.
Glacier was really
Yellowstone
nice.
Was very busy.
Yellowstone, yeah, it was super busy.
Glacier was not, but it was also October.
We went to Glacier National Park in October, so it was off season. So there was like maybe 10 people there total camping in that entire place. So it was really nice that it was empty. Obviously, it was a little bit chilly. And then I think those might be the only 2 national parks I've stayed in. The thing about national parks is
Badlands is one.
Badlands, yeah, no. Well, I mean, I was on BLM land.
Yeah.
As far as national parks, I don't I usually don't really make a point to try to visit those. One, because they're super busy. Well, Grand Canyon, but I didn't camp inside of it. I did the Dinosaur National Monument, but also national parks, and maybe they changed it again, but like the beginning of this year or last year, they changed it. So you're not allowed to film a YouTube video there. That's against the rules. So there's a ton of videos that talk about it. So as much as I would like to go see those, for me, when I travel, it kind of removes the point of like what I'm out doing. I'm out adventuring, but I'm able to go adventure because I can film the videos. So if I go somewhere and do a bunch of camping where it's illegal for me to film content, then it's not something that I would choose to do. It's ran by the federal government. There's no purpose. It's just stupidity. Tater Chip, you're the reason that I've once again become obsessed with looking for a van. Go get yourself one, man. Ernesto, how many miles it's showing? Now it's up to, I think, 107,000, but it was showing 105 when I bought it. Anthony, a motorcycle trip to Glacier would be cool. Yeah, Sharon, as far as I know, you can't film a YouTube video in any park, any national park anymore. It's illegal. So you can get a fine from the federal government. All right. Let's open this last one up because I'm excited. Without showing the address, I think that's just a piece of paper. Why don't we? It says top, so I want to open this one from the top. Yep. You got a piece of colored tape over there? Or give me one of sticky notes just to cover this address up. It's all covered in tape, right? Just use a marker. But
here, remind people what to do.
Oh yeah, hit the like button. That's a Facebook like button, isn't it? Sticky notes. Where did you even get those?
Somebody gave it to me.
There we go. The rest is just my P.O. box. Adventures with Chan. Do I ride my dirt bike often? A couple times so far. It's still over at the homie's house, so I don't know if I want to cut through the paper or not. The way it's taped together, I think I'm just going to do it. Hopefully there's no note in there. Dang old dang. Camp at Sturgis. Yeah, I haven't been to Sturgis for the rally ever. I've ridden there. We camped up there, but yeah, I've never been there for the rally. Maybe we'll go at some point. I don't know. It's cool to see, but those kind of events with that many people, I'm usually over it in like 2 hours and ready to leave. Like, I'd rather be alone or with my homies than around 20,000 other people, regardless of if we're all into the same thing. All right, we got a note. Hi, Mike. I hope you find these manuals useful. I purchased them with my 1995 van and have moved them too many times to count. I traded my van in 1999 and kept the manuals. The enclosed license plate was originally on the 95 van. The others were from various cars I have had over the years. The Haynes manual is for my 81 Chevy van that I also sold in 2002. Safe travels, and I'll be watching your channel. Best regards, Rick. So Rick got a hold of me, and he's like, you want the service manuals for that van? And I was like, you're dang all right. I want the service manuals for this van. So we've got full service Chevy manuals. Like I've got the owner's manual and stuff, but these are full service manuals on how to do everything. I don't know. You could probably maybe buy these on eBay, but like you've got wiring diagrams, everything. So this one is the 1995 G-Van service manual. Yeah,
Is that the same model?
yeah. So there was G10, which I don't know if they made the G10 in that year, G20 and G30, and it was like 1500, 2500, 3500 or whatever. So we've got the G-Van service manual there. Right here, we have the G-Van drivability, emissions, and electrical diagnosis manual. Another thick old book of everything you would ever need to know about the van or how to fix it. And then we've got another one here, 1995 light duty truck unit repair manual. So this must be for, just like mechanical stuff. So the vans were considered trucks. So like a lot of the classic style of van meets, they were called truck-ins, but it was all vans. So you've got that one. Right here, we've got a Haynes manual. Is that a Haynes? Yeah, I think I've got a Chilton ones for the truck, but there's another one. These you can typically rent from like your local AutoZone, O'Reilly's, places like that. A lot of times they'll have these for rent. Nowadays, I'm pretty sure you can get copies of these online. So that's also awesome. This one looks like it's had some use. Man, these are like to have all of this with from a 28-year-old van. Yeah. And it all came from an awesome stranger in Florida. That's the most mind-blowing part. I think this is just packing material. Yeah. I've got a few license plates I got to send back to him. So I don't remember which one he said. I think it was the A. I think it was the A one, or maybe it was this one. Which one was originally on that van? This one. That's cool, and it's Jacksonville Jaguars plate. Check that out. So we've got that one. So this one was on his 95 van. Got another one here. Those are both Florida. We got Virginia. These are old school, like the older stamped ones. Yeah, 1982. 1984 Virginia. With the matching. So that's a matching set. Those are always cool. And then another Florida one. Thought he said what the other one were, but no, from just other various cars. So that's cool. I really appreciate that, Rick. The manuals when you got a hold of me and sent me the pictures and you're like, you want these? I was like, yes, I want those. Those are awesome. I appreciate that. These will definitely. Oh, there he is. Rick's in the comments. Thank you, Rick, from your Navy days in Norfolk, in Virginia. Yeah, I appreciate this. This is like one, I didn't really even know these ever existed in this format. Like, this is cool. I don't know if you can go to a parts department and buy anything like this anymore. I'm not sure. Oh, we've got Off-Grid Backcountry Adventures in here. What's up, man? So yeah, these are awesome. I really appreciate these. We'll get some license plates sent out to you. I'll get you a custom plate out of the garage. I don't. The only thing I've ever had a custom lettered plate on was my bike. I've only got the one, but I've got a bunch of old Nebraska plates. Thank you. Put those down there. I need a bookshelf just for like van material stuff.
Where would we put it?
I don't know.
You could put it on.
Needs to be fireproof. I could put it in that, yeah. Melissa, yeah, I've watched a few AB camping videos here and there. I haven't watched much camping lately, to be honest, because I've been watching all of the van videos. I saw Mav uploaded a video today. And like I said this morning, I figured out that whiskey that I had. I figured that all out because of an outlaw video that came out today. So, yeah. Ryan, it's not a singing fish. That's a replica mount of a fish that I caught. JR, yeah, it was an awesome gift. Very, very cool. Really stoked on that one. Yeah, I wanted to open that one. And I mean, even for like I could probably sit here and look it up on the proper way to the proper attachment and etc. of that little vent that's down by my foot. So on that van, there's a little knob you can pull and it opens up a vent in your footwell so you can vent in air. So one of my thoughts was if I need to just reattach the handle, but two, if I can either put a screen on the inside of that or if I could pull the assembly out and add a screen to the outside where it goes into the fender. So you could open that up and that would be ventilation for one if it's raining and you can't have one of the side windows open. But at night, it's all the way on one end. So if you've got one of your windows open that's way in the back on the side, even you're helping to pull air through one way or the other. If you got a fan in that window. So there's all sorts of cool stuff that I'm already excited about. But John, yeah, I watched Foresty Forest. I didn't watch his last one. He said he was having some issue or something in the title. I didn't see that one, but Rocco. I mean, I love the videos with Rocco when he straps the camera to Rocco and they go hiking up a mountain. Those are always great. Midwest Beanie, did I replace the $300 fishing rod? If you're talking about the one that I lost when I camped on that island, it was recovered, and I just haven't met up with the dude yet. But he's out there all the time, so he's got my fishing rod. He's had it for a while. Paul Jones dream bike. I don't know, dream bike. But all mine are Harleys at this point. I've had a few Hondas. No sport bikes. I've ridden sport bikes, but I've never owned any. But Harleys, and I've had a couple Hondas. Well, I guess I have the Honda dirt bike now too. Right, I didn't want to get that wet. I don't think I had a spare change of clothes. Like, I'm good. That's not that big of a deal to me. John, you had some seriously large palmetto bugs living in those foot vents in the Uncala line. Hopefully I don't have anything in there. Maybe I should run the vacuum in there before I do anything. But Melissa, yeah, Spider Island. I need to get back out there. And that stupid boat. That boat is just in my way now. That's in the garage. God, we're probably going on 2 years that I haven't used it. I should probably do the smart thing and just sell it. I hate selling stuff like that. But I should probably just sell the thing. I don't know. Right now, I don't have anything to pull it since the van doesn't have a hitch on it and the truck doesn't run. So, yeah. Adventures. When am I installing lights on the van? I don't know. That's not really on my mind. I just need to get a couple better ones for the inside to hang up right now. As far as permanent lights, I don't know if I'll put any permanent lights up until this winter. Since the van's going to be parked for winter, we'll do more of the interior stuff then. The video that'll have come out, what is today? Sunday. Probably on Tuesday, I'll put the video out of working on the van, which gives me tomorrow to do a little bit more. And we're testing out a new bed design. It's kind of like proof of concept to see if I'm going to be able to do it that way, or if I have to do it a different way. So I'm working on some of that stuff. So I need to figure out how I'm going to do that before I start adding a bunch of lights and random things like that. How's my camera looking? Do you guys think this looks better than for those that you have watched a live stream before? Do you think it looks better than the old live streams? Is the audio better? It looks better to me on here, and I don't even know if I have the. Well, how do I even do that? I guess it just is what it is. And I don't know if I can add, if I can turn up the quality. But yeah, sounds better to you, Taylor. Good. And maybe I can even upgrade, or I can turn up the resolution, because I only film in like 1080. The camera, I think that camera will do 4K. I don't know if you can stream in 4K on YouTube or not. I'm glad the sound is better. The camera is also like right here, whereas before when I'm filming with my phone, this does have the wide angle lens on it. Is it an S23 Ultra? Is that what we had? I think so. S23 Ultra. But when you start streaming, it goes down to like your normal view lens. It won't let you stay in the wide lens. So in order to get like this shot, I have the camera like 15 feet away from me. Probably more like 10 feet. I don't know. But I can't like reach up and show you guys anything. And I could touch the camera right now. So I'm glad it looks and sounds good. What's up, Alan? Sharon, we've got fiber, so might be able to do it. The last time I did one of my phone live streams, and I did it over our Wi-Fi, and it got all glitchy right in the middle of it. When I was opening a package, it was the grill that I haven't used yet, that big grill grate. So it always worries me to do it that way, because I don't want it to look like crap, and doing it over 4G or 5G has always been better, but we're trying with the fiber tonight. I think it looks a lot better on here. Mark Bell, cheers. Thank you for the donation. I just need to put out like a memo about when the truck's going to be fixed. We're shooting for September, guys. September to get the truck done. Ernesto, don't have any merch yet. Like now at this point, that's like a sore subject for me, because I said I would have it like 2 years ago and I haven't done anything. I've put it on such a pedestal that now I don't want to do like down here. And I've talked to people, and like there was a local company that wanted to charge me 10 grand for a couple of designs. And I was like, no, I'm good on that. I'll just draw something on here and start sending you guys sticky notes. You want a sticky note with my autograph on it? But we're gonna get merch done. The wife is down to help me, because now at this point, when I come out with merch, like there's almost 95,000 of you, it might be a little bit of effort to get everything mailed out. You know, even if just 1,000 of you guys bought something, imagine having 1,000 orders come in overnight and having to pack, label, ship, and transport everything to the post office. And depending on who you talk to they're going to be very mad at me for bringing packages in. So that's something. Yeah. I really should have started that and got that stuff done a long time ago. Sticky notes. Maybe we'll do stuff like that. There's a lot of people that I watch, like right now, if I had the merch done and when we pulled the motor out, I'd probably send random people pieces of my broken engine. Like people do, they do stuff like that. I mean, if you've watched Whistling Diesel at all, he ground up a couple of cars with like a shredder and put them in jars and sold them to people. Tailored burnouts for Dale. I don't know if that van would do a burnout on the pavement. It probably would. It'll roast both tires all day on the gravel, but I don't know about on the pavement. We'll give it a whirl sometime. Right now, I don't want to blow it up because it's my only vehicle. You know, I've got the motorcycle, but I can't steal my wife's car all the time. Bird 76. I might do some hunting with Travis this year. It's a very, very slim chance. I've got a bow over there that I never shoot, so maybe we'll give it a whirl. I don't have any like anything that's I don't have any camo or any like hunting stuff. I didn't grow up doing any of that. What's up, Robbie? Lynn, I think the PO is listed in the video description, which is just weird. Like I can't look at it like I used to. Abraham, stealth camping video anytime soon. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, you might consider the couple of the van camps that I was on last week were stealthers, except for where we had the fire in the parking lot. Other than that, that was a stealth camp. Chuck, I have been to Ohio. I had some family growing up. I had family that lived out there. I couldn't tell you where. Sandusky area, maybe. I remember going to Cedar Point as a kid. I think, or is that in Indiana? Anyways, Cedar Point Amusement Park. We did some sailing up there. I've been to Pelee Island, Put-in Bay, in Lake Erie. Josh Farrell, any motorcycle camping videos? If I get one of my dang old homies to go on a motorcycle ride, but everybody's got lives and wives and kids and all this stuff. It's hard to line that kind of stuff up when you're, our age anymore. I could definitely get a bike video with Travis, but he's 10 hours away. More like 9 hours, I guess. We'll get out on our own. And I actually rode it the other day and I filmed the video. I filmed a video that day. Oh, I went over and helped Brock. I rode the motorcycle because I bought a 360 cam. So I rode the motorcycle over to his shop and I filmed it the way there and the way back. And then we hacked up his Escalade. We cut the bumpers on his Cadillac and we put a leveling kit and stuff on it. And I filmed some of that. But then I went and bought the van and I was like, I'm putting the van video out. And so I've got some of that, like, but it'll probably never make it out. What's up?
Greg says, let's do it.
Greg says, let's do it. Is he on here?
Mm-hmm.
Greg, old dang. Oh, Midwest family. Yeah. Let's go bike camp. The dates are, I've told you 500,000 times. It's all up to you. You just let me know when. Next weekend? You want to go next weekend? At this point, this week I'm busy, but like we could definitely go out Friday night or the following weekend or in the middle of the week. You want to take some time off work? I think we can make that happen. Anything you want to do, man, you just let me know. Ernesto, Alaska trip would be cool. I almost went on a really awesome trip last weekend, but it had to be postponed until probably August. That's going to be a fun one. Not quite Alaska, but yeah, maybe in the future with that homie and what he's got going on. But Canada would be cool. Have you started the thing to get the missus was trying to get neither of us have passports. Have you ever had a passport? Neither of us have ever had a passport. Have you ever been out of the country? Obviously, probably not.
Went to Alaska.
Flew through Canada. Yeah, neither of us have passports, so that's probably something that we need to get done. And I think those take like 6 months, or you can pay a fee to get them to do it faster, so they can extort you a little bit more for like a get a week early or whatever. Andrew Sable. Why do I never have a sponsor? Because I choose not to have them. I've worked with some local companies and I'll represent local companies, and I probably get 20 emails a day from every other company that is advertising on every other channel out here. Just not my thing. Contracts, they require you to, say certain things and act in certain ways, and it's just not that. You guys have watched my videos. That's definitely not my vibe. Uh, I don't want to be told what I can say and what I can do. You know, I'm not saying that I'll never take on a sponsorship. I was trying to work something out, honestly, to buy a new truck, and it just didn't work. But there was a very good chance that it was going to work, and it didn't work out for us. So maybe in the future, something like that, like it's got to be worth it to me. I don't want to sell you a Jackery battery box, like, or some earbuds or crap like that. Like, uh, you know what I mean? And it's the same reason that I don't put commercials in the middle of my videos. Like, just want it to be uncut. You're marketed to and advertised to 24/7. You get on any social media, if you're on Facebook, I think every third thing you see on your feed is an ad. Start scrolling through Facebook and count where you see a group or your friends post and where you see an ad. I think it's every third post. You get on other stuff, it's the same way. Like, it'll be, it's nice to just have this break where you're not getting an advertisement shoved down your throat for everything. And like I said, I'm not saying that I'll never do it, but it's going to be something that I really want. Like, I really want the product. I really like the product. I believe in the company. Or, I just like, I'm just not going to advertise random crap to you. Um, it's just not worth it to me. And I've watched some videos and like, I don't want to shit on people, but you watch some people's videos, um, and some channels have turned in from amazing content to every video is just an infomercial for a new battery box or a new refrigerator or whatever, and they just cycle through them, and everyone is the best one you can get. It's all bullshit. Um, People got to pay their bills, though. It is what it is. There's my rant on that. But yeah, like I said, if Adidas wanted to sponsor me, Adidas, hit me up. I'll wear your shoes. I like your shoes. I wear them all the time. If you want to give me some money every month, I'll wear your shoes in all my videos like I already do, But yeah. Caveman in a suit. Quady, check out the Ryobi fan. There's also a mister that sits on top of a 5-gallon bucket, uses drill batteries. I don't know if I mean, using it outside, I have DeWalt batteries. I wouldn't want to run a mister on a regular basis in that van. I've got somebody sent in a Mister cooler like that, and I used it in the truck once. Our humidity around here, like, it works, but um, it doesn't really cool you as much as you would expect. Like, if you're sitting right in front of it, I don't know. Maybe a Ryobi fan would be quite a bit bigger, but I also don't want to buy Ryobi batteries. I don't know. I think, like I said, earlier, I may have a air conditioning worked out for the van, just a portable solution for when it's unbearable. So Gunner, keep that Harley and ride it. Darren Jones, thank you, man. Thank you for your support. Is my camera doing all right? I was a little worried this fancy camera, even though I have it plugged in, it's got to be plugged into the laptop. I was a little worried the battery was just going to die on it. Because typically you cannot charge it while it's running. Or maybe you can't charge the battery while it's on. Maybe if I did it like this, it would work all the time. I guess. I don't know. Ref 379. Yeah. Hit the like button. Whoop-ah. Should we just like do that? Is that super annoying? Yes, it is. Y'all just leave Gunner alone. He's chilling. He's all right. KD, the Quady cave looking dope. Yeah, if you only see the mess that was off camera, there's Hollywood for you. It's like a pit right there. Just camping gear. And I'm not showing you guys. Just trash. There's a couple of bicycles. There's a pull-up bar I don't use. If you guys can't tell, I'm getting extra chubby since I don't do a physical labor job anymore. But yeah, no, the basement's pretty messy. So yeah. Adventures with Chan. You need to get another drink. Don't rely on me. You should just probably get another drink. Tim G, am I going to put a battery in the van to power my stuff? Yeah, we will probably do something that maybe a little bit more permanent mounted and like have an inverter setup. I don't ever plan to run any solar on the roof. I may get like a fold out panel or something. So we'll see how that go in that direction. I've thought about doing, the battery with an isolator switch so it charges while I'm driving. And then you just pull off your secondary battery for your interior stuff. That way you don't have to run solar. And if you get a big enough battery, it'd probably be all right. But yeah. Steve White, 200 amp hour each. Yeah. And like I'd want lithium. I'd want lightweight. Those are expensive. One of my buddies, like I have two buddies, obviously ISIL Power, they've got some batteries. So I can get some stuff from them. I've worked with them. But one of the other homies that I think I've filmed one video with him fishing, and this was prior to him starting the company, but he owns a lithium battery company, and like he's sponsoring Major League Bass guys, I believe. Like everybody's using his stuff. So maybe I go that route and use one of his batteries. We'll see. But he offers some big ones. It's Powerhouse Lithium. Pammy, when am I going to go flying with the ISIL Power Jeremy again? I was supposed to go last weekend. We had a pretty epic trip, and we weren't able to make it work out. And I think we're going to have to wait till maybe mid-August, but we'll try to get that again. And I think he said he's got the comms worked out, so we should have cabin audio as we're flying. So we'll see. I can't tell you when it's going to happen, but we're going to do some cool plane stuff with Jeremy for sure. I'm excited to go out with him. And that dude is finding some crazy things that you can go do at a small airplane like that. So April, awesome. Hopefully they work out well for you. It's just a great way to use what you've already got laying around. Also, there's another trick if you have a larger fire. If you I tend to use 2 of the egg crates all the time, but you can also just use a toilet paper tube and shove everything in there. You don't necessarily need to do wax if you don't want to, but that's another option to get rid of your toilet paper tubes. All right. Yeah, the van's a rocket. I got this at Full Tilt Boogie, and I want to clean it up. But I got this. I bought this from Kevin Teach Bass. So if you don't know who Teach is, I wish I could find there's a good podcast. But if you look up, let me just see if I can find, or if he's got a Wikipedia. Dude's a living legend at this point. And he's just a really, really good dude. That's not it. It's at Kevin Teach Bass with 2 A's on Instagram. Hold on, I can share his Instagram for you. Maybe I can't. We'll just copy and paste this. I don't know if that Instagram link is going to work for you guys down in the comments, but Teach is a rad dude. If you watch the video from Full Tilt Boogie, he was one where you talked I didn't throw a camera in his face, but in the beginning, that pop top, I think it was an Econoline if I remember correctly, and we talked to his wife a little bit on camera, and they had I think it was an old knuckle sitting out there. That was his stuff, but yeah. Taylor, you're dang all right. I want to do that. Tell you what. All right, this one's empty. Probably shotgun our beer here and get off the live, more than likely. We shall see. What's the most ridiculous thing I have? Probably nothing other than this knife. All right, guys. We're going to shotgun a beer. If anybody out there wants to shotgun a beer with me on a Sunday night, well, get her ready to go. You got like 10 seconds, Heather. I appreciate it. Not boofing it. It's been a little while since I've done one of these. Probably like 3 or 4
Kelvin's
lines.
not on here.
Well, that doesn't matter.
No, it's usually Kelvin.
Kelvin's
Egging
usually the one egging me on. He's like, I'm going to send you $5. You got to do a shotgun. Thanks, buddy. All right. Cheers, everybody. I appreciate everybody watching. Appreciate everybody that's donated to the channel. Everybody that sent things into the channel. I know there is stuff that has been sent in that I have not gotten to yet. Our little fiasco with not having the truck for a month didn't help any of that stuff. But we're slowly picking through some of the stuff.
Tell Corey extra large.
Corey, what?
What size shirt do you wear? Someone wants to send you a shirt.
Extra large. Although I probably need to start exercising again because my man tits are getting a little bit big. All right, what do you think? A cup? Maybe a small B. Cheers. All right. Y'all really are on that boof trip. Bright green. Boofing is not through your mouth, it's through your other side. It's a common way for people to do certain things, and it's kind of a running joke. But I'm sure you could look that up on Wikipedia if you wanted to. No burping. I'll burp if I want. Or is that like a challenge, though? I feel one coming. Beer curl. Corey said, thanks, Lady Quady. Why do you put up with all my nonsense? I know why.
You do, huh?
The circumference of my ass. That's an inside joke. Oh, all right. We're just going to stop it there. Oh, man. I'm not going to vomit. It's a shotgun. But, all right, guys. I appreciate everybody tuning in. I'm glad that this camera worked out well. I appreciate the donations. I'm super stoked on the manuals for the van. Those are going to go. Like, I almost want to build a nice bookshelf just to put my van manuals on. I'm that kind of weirdo. And to you guys that have sent the plates in, we'll get some new ones sent out to you guys and all of that nonsense. I love you guys. Thanks for your support. Probably have a new video out on Tuesday. It's going to be some van work. And then we'll be off to do some more camping. So love you guys. Go do something cool and all that stuff. Be nice to your neighbor. Be a good person. Cody, thank you for the donation. I don't have anything that I could sip, but I appreciate it. And yeah, love you guys.